Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the Chicago Bears. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because
trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, how about that? You use a high draft pick on this guy back in April, hoping he'll grow into a role as the season progresses. And now look at this, a pick 6 in his very first NFL game.
Sometimes the evaluation doesn't match what the kid brings to the table. He progressed quickly.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On third down, Robinson. Yeah, this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Wentz now on first down. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. On third down, it's Robinson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Get the ball.
On the run, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 35. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a diving catch right side.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. On 1st down, Wilson. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Second and 4. Now it's Wilson. That's complete. It's Collins. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Hayden Hurst there to make the grab. And the Bears will extend their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Oh, yeah, good job, fellas, good job.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
On first down, Hobbs. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Now Wentz on third down. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He's going to field this at the 4. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On third down, here's Harris. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here comes the Bears punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here comes the Bears punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Wentz now on first down. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go. 20.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have chance to turn it around? Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
And that'll set him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Here's Wilson to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Wilson on first down. There's Mooney with another catch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Second and 10. the gun. Here's Wilson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On third down, it's Harris. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. See if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
3 yards remain for second down. They hand this off to Harris. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And some room to roam now. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On the give, this is Harris. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Harris. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Damian Harris taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it is now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's Robinson again on second down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They'll drop to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 113 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now on 2nd and 13, Wilson. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down and 4, Wilson. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Okay, ready? Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball? I got Topper. Single. Hey, go Mike 45.
Now Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Touchdown, Bears! Damian Harris, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hobbs, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 42-0. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Eagles on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 38. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken at about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down now, Hobbs. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Charles, you look at that run, and in your garrulous and loquacious manner, how would you break down the Nick dynasty that occurred when that was bounced outside? It was almost Machiavellian, wasn't it?
The capricious dichotomy of their play calling is almost a non sequitur. And Brandon, I have to say, my friend, the ubiquitous cacophony of your ostentatious, sycophantic ramblings have left me in a state of ennui.
Do you always have to one-up me? I thought I was bringing the thunder. I had to look those words up all morning, and then you do that. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, D. Switch. Kill. 22 needle.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first start in the NFL, I kind of expected to see these things. A few bumps along the way, maybe not the plays you expect to see or want to see. But remember, he's not going to the Hall of Fame off this first start. It's going to be an accumulation of games before we have a fully accurate reading.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 124 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Wilson wants to throw it. He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And they take a knee.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
And they will take a knee here.
Let's go. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Go.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Bears, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.